Hi everybody and welcome back to some more racing here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here. Now in today's video we've got part number 4 of my career walkthrough on Project Cars 2, and we're jumping straight back into the Formula Rookie, and we've got the European Championship. Now this is going to be 5 races in today's episode, so it could be very tough. And before we jump into the first race, and this is actually on a circuit I've never done before, we're going to up the level again to 85. We're going to keep on doing that until we sort of level it out to where we are with our ability. We're still trying to get used to the game. There's still loads of options we need to change. Plus, I will show you my force feedback settings hopefully in the next episode, so just watch out for that. Right, let's get into the first qualifying session. And, oh god, that was a little bit better, but still quite a bit off the pace looking at the times. It's only taken us up to 11th. But I'm still trying to learn this Portugal circuit. I must admit, this circuit is a very good. At first experience, I do like it. It's got some nice fast flowing corners. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to, so I'm going to have to spend a bit of time on this circuit to get the grips of it. But I think this is going to be a good race. But I don't think I'm going to be very high up on any of the qualifying in today's European Championship. We've got 5 rounds, and now we've upped the level. Just looking at the time so far, I think it's going to be a struggle, and we've actually just dropped down to 12th. So yeah, it's going to be a tough championship, but I'm going to push it as much as I can, and hopefully once we get deep into this walkthrough, we won't be using any assists. We'll have it on quite a decent level AI, but it's just a case of just getting to the grips with the game. I mean, there's so many options to change on it, and I will be going through a lot of them in separate videos, and we will be doing some other stuff as well, obviously, because we've got the sim racing events, online racing that we're going to be doing. Obviously we're going to be doing some infiltration events, some setups and stuff like that, so we're going to try and go through as much as we can. I hope you stay tuned. I'm going to try and do my best on this series. I almost did 100 videos on the last Project Cars, so I will be sticking through it as much as I can with all the new DLC as well. Right, just try and hold it into that turn. I'm still, I think I'm a little bit down on my last lap. I'm trying my best to push it. Let's see if we can do a little bit better on these last couple of corners. It's just swaying everywhere. But I want to really try and push this series forward, guys. So if you please keep hitting that like button and keep commenting, it really does help the series, and I would really appreciate it. Right, let's see if this time is any better. We've still got 6 minutes to go, but I might just take this time. I just can't see I'm going to push it that much quicker. Let's see what time we get, and oh, again, only just a little bit faster. We still need to push it a little bit more. Right, so we got to the end of the qualifying session and we were the slowest. It's going to be a very difficult race from the back, but I'm going to try my best. Hopefully we can get in at least the top 5, because we need to get points in this championship. So let's get straight to the race. So here we go. Right, so here we go with round 1 in Portugal. Let's see if we can get a good start here. We need to take as many places as we can. That's not bad. Now let's just try and just line a couple up and try and slip past them before we get into that difficult corner. And that's not too bad. Let's try and go in the middle. We don't want to get bunched up too much. We've dived into the turn. Please don't make any contact. That was pretty smooth through there. Right, let's just take a couple of places, and let's just try and keep it nice and steady into this next slow corner. Let's dive up the inside. We're taking another couple of places. Ah, that is an awesome start to this race, and we're up to P7, so that's not a bad start. Can we take another place in this turn? I don't think we've got the pace to get around that corner quicker, but we'll just try and use the slipstream as much as we can. Oh, he's gone over the other side. He knows that one's a difficult corner coming up. He wants the inside line, so that's pushing us on the outside. So let's just take an outside line and try and get a good drive around that corner onto the curb, and we're going side by side, and that actually worked out quite well for me there. So we've managed to take that position, and we're up to P6. So I said I would like to finish at least in the top 5, so we're 1 place away from that, and that is a good start to this race. Right, let's just try and hold it around that turn. Oh god, that was actually pretty good, and we managed to gain another place. Yes, we have. So we're up to P5. Don't know what happened there. Really struggled into that turn, and we've taken advantage, and that's what we've got to do in this race. And in the first lap, we've actually gained quite a lot of places, and that is pretty decent. Right, oh god, I almost lost the front end as I slowed it down into that turn. Whoa, that was a very tricky turn there, and I just just lost focus there a little bit. So I'm still trying to keep an eye on the track map because, again, I'm not completely dialed in on this circuit yet, as it's a new circuit for me, and I'm not totally used to it, and I'm just forgetting where I need to be before I get to the corners, and that's not really great when you're trying to compete in a race. But we're in 5th position. Let's just try and push it a little bit more, and we've just lost a little bit of pace around that turn, and they've pulled away, but we just stick with it. We're still sitting in 5th position, and that wouldn't be a bad start to this championship. I don't know where we go to next, but it's a European Championship, so it's going to be all around Europe, so hopefully they're going to pick some really, really decent circuits. I actually forgot to look through them, but I think Donington Park was definitely in there, and I think I saw Monza, but I'm not sure what the others were. Right, let's just try and hold it into there. Just try and get nice speed through there. We've got to try and just speed up a little. Oh, God, they slowed. I think those two in front had a little bit of a collision there, I think. That slowed him down, but we didn't really get close enough to take advantage of that, which is a shame. But if we stick with it, you never know, they might make a few more mistakes. You've got to rely on that sometimes, I think, on this game. Right, let's slow it down. And like I said at the start of the video, guys, I will show you my force feedback settings in the next video if I actually remember to do it. I have made a few alterations, and I think it feels okay, but I'm still not completely there with all the options, but I'm getting there slowly. It takes a long time. I mean, if you play Project Cars 1, it took me ages to get to where I wanted to be with the settings and the cars. Yeah, because that game was out quite, over 2 years ago, so yeah, it took a long time to get happy with it, but hopefully this one won't take as long as that. Right, let's just try and hold it round there, just closing in. We're getting closer to P4. If we can nick that position, that would be awesome. We've got to try and make up as many points as we can in the races where we probably are not going to be very, very up there to win. Definitely weren't very quick in qualifying, but hopefully we can just push our lap times a little bit. I just feel like I've got a little bit more grip, but I think that's down to the temperature of the race. Sometimes if the actual race is, temperature's a little bit higher, and you always start off with your tyres warm as well, you're obviously going to have faster lap times anyway. I think that's what it is, because it's really hard. I'm finding out it's really hard to get the heat in the tyres in the qualifying. No matter how many laps I do. Right, let's see what time we got here. And oh God, yeah. So we're definitely running faster than we were in qualifying. That is almost half a second quicker than my fastest lap in qualifying. Oh, trying to hold the speed round there onto the curb. Oh, this was actually good. I held the speed really well. Can we take a place here? I think we are. Can we take another one? Going on the outside, up to P3. Oh, fantastic. And there you go, guys. We're up into a podium position on the 3rd lap. And that's how you do it. Just held the speed into that turn. It was a bit of a risk because I went out onto the curb, but we were rewarded with 2 places. But can we take another one here? Right, let's see where he's going to slow down. Can we get him in the inside? No, I don't think we're going to get him in the inside, but let's stick with it. So we're up to P3, and that would be an awesome position to finish in. I don't think we're going to catch the leader. He started to pull away even from the car in front of me, so it's just going to be down to trying to attack and try and get into 2nd place. 2nd place would be awesome points. Again, trying to hold the speed as much as I can through there, and let's see if we can just close in down the hill and just trying to hold the speed. I think we are definitely up on our lap time here. We are trying our hardest to just hold the speed a little bit more into the turn. Oh, a bit of hesitation there. Let's try and take advantage of that. Again, down the hill, trying to get in his slipstream. And yes, we're up on our time, so we're definitely running quicker, and we're feeling a little bit more confident. Oh no! Oh no, sorry. He braked really early into that turn. I did take the position, but yeah, that could have mucked me up completely. Let's just back off a little bit and just sit back and just try and line him up again and see if we can get closer. But I didn't really mean to do that. I just tried to hold. I thought I could go through there a lot quicker, and he just seemed to slam his brakes on. But luckily I didn't knock him out, because I don't like to ruin other people's races, even if it is the AI. And try and be as clean as possible. I do even online. I always concede the position if I make a mistake like that and I cause someone else to be, or if they get spun out or whatever. So there you go. Right, let's see if we can just hold the speed through this turn again and see if we can get a little bit closer. Ooh, God, onto the curb again. That didn't work so well that time. I think we just lost a little bit of pace. Right, slow it down into this turn. We're getting close. Oh, God, a bit of a rear slide there. Trying to hold the speed into that turn. But we are trying to push this as much as we can. I don't think we're going to be able to get him in this next turn. I think he's going to stop and turn in a little bit tighter this time. He's going to know I'm going to try that trick. Here we go. Is he going to? Yes, he's going to turn in. Yep, he was going to hold that line. But we are very, very close. We've just got to try and just wait for that little bit of an error or a little bit of room that he's going to give us. And we'll try and get past him. Right, let's try and get him in this turn. Is he going to hesitate through here? No, he's managed to hold speed. Let's try and hold it around there. No, again. No, I don't think we're going to get the drive. But we're going to just keep on pushing. We're right in his slipstream. We just need one little bit of a mistake here. Don't make a mistake. Go on. Give me that second place. Oh, God. No, I hesitated myself. I thought, no, I don't want to smash into him again. I've got a car quite close behind me, so... But I think that is going to be it. I don't think we're going to get close enough to have another chance, are we? No. Oh, God, I could have held a bit more speed around that corner. But this is definitely our fastest lap of the race. We're really pushing it here. Oh, God, right onto the curb. Let's try and get a nice run around there. No, that's going to throw us out. There you go. I think it's going to be third place. But that was a real battle in this first round. And if every race is going to be like this, it's going to be a very, very tough championship. So there you go, guys. We're going to take third place, but we tried our best. Let's see what time we end up with. So our fastest time in qualifying was a 2:04.9. We did a 2:04.2, and what was that? And we managed to do a 2:03. So we were definitely faster in the race. A shame we couldn't have pushed it a little bit more. And the guy that actually won the race was actually slower, but I suppose without slipstream you're going to be a slower. He was just very consistent, so we didn't even get the points for the fastest lap either, which is a shame. Right, so we move on to round 2. So here we go. Right, so that's round 1 out the way, sitting third in the championship. Now we move on to the second round, and we've got Spain and Barcelona, Catalonia. Now this is a circuit I don't actually mind. I'm hoping to do better on this one, so let's get straight into it and see if we can do better in the qualifying session and get a decent place. So let's get straight into it, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, I don't know whether you've noticed, guys, but you turn off traction control, but you leave stability control on. Yet when you go into the race, it still says you've got traction control on and you can't turn it off. It's just, I mean, I have been using the Fentech settings on some of the vehicles. It's just little things like that I just don't understand. Let me know if you've had the same problems. Right, let's see if we can set a decent lap time now. Right, let's just get past this car. Ooh, you're playing it like that, are ya? Did you see that? He just pulled straight out in front of me, not letting me pass. Right, let's line him up and see if we can get past him and then go in and set a decent lap. Let's try and get him a slipstream. Try and beat him into this turn. I don't think we're going to get there before we turn in. Is he going to go in at the same time? Let's see if we can beat him on the brakes. Oh, put those brakes on. I think I just managed to get in there before him, and we held it nicely, so there we go, that'd do. But yeah, I wasn't having none of that. If he was going to keep getting in my way throughout this lap, let's see if we can set a better time. I do like this circuit, but I do a lot of races, not just on the car games, but you've got this circuit on the MotoGP game as well. Not this version, but I know the circuit enough to know how to take some of the corners. Oh, God, try and hold it through there. But yeah, I am hoping to do better than a third place, because we don't want to get too far away in the championship. Let's just try and hold it around there. The tyres are still not up to really good temperature. And it says we've got a potential of a 125.4. Now, no one else has set a lap yet. So let's see if we can set the bar. And hopefully we can get to the end of the qualifying session in a decent position. Right. Hold it through there, stay off the curbs, nicely done. Oh, brilliant. Right, let's just try and hold it around this turn and see what sort of time we can set. Like I said, I'm not sure what sort of speed they're going to be doing around here. All the first ones come in at 126. Let's see what ours is going to be at a 125. That's not too bad. a good start to this qualifying session. Hopefully that will stay at least in the top 5, but we know what the AI are like. They'll probably set times 2 or 3 seconds quicker in a minute, but we've still got over 11 minutes. There's still plenty of time. Right, let's just try and hold it through there. Oh, got onto the curb, but managed to come off the curb there. Oh, bugger, we've got to slow down. Oh, for God's sake. That was an error there. Actually, what I might do, slow down. I might go towards the end of the session and see if our time gets beaten, then come back out. So with that lap time, guys, we managed to take pole position, which is unbelievable. So that means it's given us a really good chance to go on and get our first win in this championship. So let's get straight to it and try not let ourselves down. Right, so here we go with round 2 of this European Championship in Spain, around this Barcelona-Catalunya circuit. We're sitting on pole position, so hopefully we should get a good start here. And that wasn't the greatest off the mark, actually. And our car has managed to get a little bit ahead of us, but we've got the inside line going into this right-hand turn, so hopefully we can hold on to it. So let's see if we can just get into there, beat him on the brakes, get the inside line, hold it, and we're all clear. So that was not too bad. So that little bit of a challenge there, and we've managed to get through that first test. Now we just need to settle down into a race rhythm. We know we've got the pace, and hopefully we can get our first race win in this championship, and we definitely need it after finishing third in the first round in Portugal, and that was a very challenging circuit, that Portugal circuit. So third place was a good result, but we want to do better in the second one. Right, let's just try and hold it into this turn. I think it's all down to not making too many mistakes, I think, around this circuit, and let's see what sort of times we can hit. So we hit a 1:25 something to get pole position. If we can hit those sort of lap times, hopefully that should be enough to get us to the end in a decent position, but we've got to make sure we don't make any mistakes. You saw us make a mistake in the qualifying session, and it's so easy to get penalties on these sort of games, so you've got to listen out to what the race director says, and if he says slow down or you have to give up a position, you just got to do it. It's not worth getting to the end of the race with massive penalties, because it will cost you in the end. And also, I think why I want to get the fastest lap in this race, because you get a bonus point for the fastest lap, and that's one thing I've noticed in the championship. It's always worth trying to get the fastest lap time. So let's see if we can do that. Now our potential says 1:24. Now we haven't hit a 1:24 in the qualifying session, so maybe we can do it in the race. I think the temperature is slightly better in the race. The tyres are got a lot more heat in them, so hopefully we can push and maybe get close to that time, and that would be awesome to get that extra bonus point. Right, let's try and hold it through here. Keep it nice and steady, and that's not too bad through there. Nicely done. Hopefully we can get a decent lap time here. We're definitely pulling away from the field, which is good. So it's amazing how different the AI are on different tracks. I mean, they were really difficult to get anywhere near in that around that Portugal circuit, but this one I'm setting the tone. I think a lot of it is through these chicanes here. The AI really struggled through here, and I think that's where I'm gaining a lot of time. So let's just try and hold it through there. Nicely does it. Try and stay off the curbs and see where we are for time. I'm not sure whether this is going to be our fastest lap. Let's have a look. So we hit a 1:25 something in qualifying. Are we going to be faster than that? It's going to be close. And oh, look! Yes, so we hit a 1:24.299. So there you go. That's a faster lap than our qualifying lap, and hopefully that will be the lap time that gets us that extra bonus point. Right, let's see if we can improve on that if we can, and see if we can go a little bit quicker. Let's try and hold on to the curbs. Be careful, careful. Almost made that same mistake I did in the qualifying session, and I don't want to get a penalty. Right, try and hold it in there. So, oh God, making a few little errors, just trying to hold the speed a little bit too much through there, and we've probably cost ourselves a bit of time on this lap, so this isn't going to be any quicker. But hopefully that previous lap will get us the extra point, at least. And then we go into that last lap. We can try on the last lap to push it a little bit more, but I don't want to overdo it, just in case I make a mistake and crash out. Right, onto the curve, trying to hold the speed around that turn. See if we can finish off in style. I don't know where we go next in the championship. but like I said, I know there's Donington in there, and Monza, so I don't know what else was in there. So we've got three more rounds after this one, so it's going to be a nice long episode. Right, let's go into that final lap. We've got a nice lead there, looks really good. Let's not throw this away, we want to get the points on the board. Right, so here we go, last lap of the race. Let's see if we can just push it a little bit more and see if we can get a faster lap time than we did previously on lap 2. Right, hold it around there, nice and steady, keep it on the tarmac. Let's get nice and tight through here, gently. Nicely done it. Yes, so we're up on the time at that first split time, which is always good. Just trying to hold the speed through this section, try and stay off the curbs. Sometimes going on the curbs is okay, sometimes it really does throw you out, and that was much better through there. Let's just try and hold it, slow it down, and we're down slightly at that lap delta, which is annoying. I thought we were doing really well then. Right, let's just try and keep it nice and steady through here. Let's see if we can just finish off strong. We might be able to get a nice fast last sector, which will set us up with a faster lap. Right, oh God, really holding it through there. Can we do that again? Keep it nice and tight. Last corner. Yes, I think we are going to be close on beating that time. Oh, this is going to be so close. Are we going to beat that 1:24.299? It's going to be close. Hopefully we can. And that shows real progress. And over the finish line. And yes, we do. So we got the fastest lap of the race. And that was a really good run. So we take maximum points in that one. Got the extra point, which is always good. And now we move on to round 3, guys. So let's get straight to that now. So here we go. Right, guys, next up is Donington. This should be a really good one. Hopefully we can be good in this one as well. And it's raining for this one, so we've got weather conditions that are going to be really tricky. So let's get straight into the qualifying session and see if we can set a decent time. Right, so let's see if we can push a little bit more. We're sitting okay with our time. It's still top of the leaderboard. Whether it's going to stay there, we know that the AI suddenly come up with these ridiculous times towards the end of the session. But I'm not sure whether that's because I keep on skipping to the end of the session. I'm not sure whether if I just run it to the end of the session if the times are the same, but we will see. That might be a glitch. Someone keeps telling me it was the same on Project Cars 1, and I think it was. Right, let's try and hold the speed through there. The weather's getting really bad. There's a lot of water on the circuit at the moment, as you can see, and it's causing a little bit of difficulty under braking, having to feather the brake through the turns. But apart from that, we're sitting at the top of the qualifying at the moment, which is great. Alright, can you see all the water? Oh my God, it is really getting bad through there. And let's just try and slow it down, gentle through here. Let's see if we can just keep on improving on our time. Yes, we're up on our time, so we're doing okay. I'm not sure whether the race is going to be in the wet, but if it is, it's going to be a tricky one. I think getting through loads of cars, if we don't get pole position, is going to be very challenging. So getting first place is a must if it's going to rain, I think. Right, that isn't too bad through there. This should be our fastest time. We should beat our time by at least a second, I think. And yes, that's not bad. I think that is going to be it for us. I think that is going to be the fastest time. Well, there you go, guys. The qualifying glitch is still evident in Project Cars 2. So you forward the session on and then they suddenly go a couple of seconds quicker. What a surprise. So we start at the back of the grid. We've just got to go into it and see if we can push for a win. So here we go. Right, guys, so here we go with round 3 in Great Britain, around Donington. Let's see if we can get a good start. And that wasn't too bad. I just slapped it in first gear before I started, then just put my foot down as it went green. That seems to work to get a really good start in this game. Right, let's just try it. Oh, God, he's trying to block me off there. Let's try and take the inside line. I've got to try and take as many cars as I can. We've only got 4 laps, and we want to stay in this championship, so we want to finish in the top 3 if we can. Right, let's just try and take another place there, up to P5. Can we take P4? Yes. Yes, we do. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, God, someone's gone off track and hit one of the boards. Be careful. Just had to slam my brakes on. Oh, God, and again, I'm getting blocked off here. Can I squeeze through the middle? Oh, my God, I just went through there like knife through butter. Managed to squeeze right through the middle without too much contact there. I think we touched wheels a little bit, but I didn't throw the other racer off, and I'm through. But the leader of the race has managed to get away a bit, but if we can just close in on him and try and set some decent lap times, hopefully we might be able to get a victory here. And to be honest, guys, after that qualifying session, I think I deserve to be up there. I mean, I was a lot quicker in the wet, and I think the game cheated me with that qualifying session. There was no way they were going to be 2.5, nearly 3 seconds quicker in the remaining time. It was just not going to happen. But let's see if we can just show our superior speed around this circuit and hopefully take that win. Right, that's not too bad through there. We're closing in. Actually, he managed to pull away slightly there, so he managed to get a better run than I did. Hopefully we can just settle in now. Right, we've got to line him up through here. Can we take the position? Right, let's try. Oh, God. Oh, God, I hesitated there. That didn't go down too well. It just really, the back end of the car just squirreled a bit, and that really cost me a bit of time, and he's managed to pull away. And sometimes these cars don't react it's the same as they did on Project Cars 1. I think they do handle better, but sometimes they can be very, very unpredictable under certain braking. It depends on how hard you brake. I mean, I have adjusted my brake pressure. Maybe that's what it is, but it definitely braked a little bit too hard there, and that really caused me to just to hesitate slightly into the turn. So that's something that, like I said, I'm not totally confident with all the settings yet, and I've got to work on them. And we want to start getting rid of some of these driving assist as well, because I don't like having traction control. Although I showed you earlier on in the video, I tried to turn it off, and you can't turn it off if you want to have stability on. But I'm just finding these cars are very unstable under braking into turns. That's why I wanted to keep the stability on. But at some point we will turn all of the aids off, as we do on most of the car games that are racing the channel. It's just going to take a little bit of getting used to, and once we've got there with all the settings, hopefully we can be setting decent times and we can get used to it without the assists. Right, let's just try and hold it into this turn. So we just hit a 121, and that's the sort of time that they were hitting in the wet, I think, to get the fastest lap of the race. Right, let's just try and hold it down here and try and close the gap. But it does look like we've got a battle on our hands. This car's not going to give up this position very easily, so we're going to have to try and improve as much as we can on the remaining couple of laps. Right, let's try and hold the speed through there, stay off the curb. Oh, God, that was taking a risk, but we managed to hold it. And, yes, we improved on that sector, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, let's just try and just close in on him and see if we can get past him. I mean, this championship's going to be very close, so we've got a third place, a first place, and if we can get a first place here, that's going to put us in a good position. But we've got to try and get it first. Right, oh, God, just braked a little bit too early into that turn. Just trying to hold the speed rail there. That's actually cost us a little bit of speed. And we've got to travel through this last chicane a little bit quicker as well, I think. And he's managed to pull away again. So on the straights, I don't have the edge at all. He's definitely quicker on the straights. I've noticed he pulls away every time we get on the straight. Right, hold the speed through there onto the curb. Oh, my God, don't go off circuit. Oh, my God, that was really close through there, really taking a risk. But we managed to keep on circuit, and hopefully we can just close in with, so we just hit a personal best. So I'm not sure whether that's going to be that's the fastest lap of the race, but it should be quite close, hopefully. Right, so we've got one more lap, and we've still got a bit of distance between us and the leader. I think it might be a second place here, unless he makes a mistake. But I just can't see it. I think he's got decent pace. I'll be interested to see his lap time, his fastest lap, once we get to the end of the race. But we've got a little bit of a car behind us catching up. I can just hear it and see him in my mirror, so we've got to make sure we don't make any mistakes, otherwise we could lose this position. Right, let's just try and hold it into this turn. Well, that was a little bit better, and it's just going to go down to that last corner, I think. Can we get a little bit closer to maybe take him on that last turn? Right, hold the speed round there. That's much better. Right, it's going to go down to the last turn. I've got to brake really late and just pole in there, but hopefully not get a penalty and go flying over the curb too much. Right, we're really up on our time here, so let's see if we can just travel through here a little bit quicker. Right, late on the braking. It's through there. Nicely does it. No, I don't think we're going to have enough. No, we're not. So we're going to have to take second place. Oh, that is frustrating. But it's better than nothing. So let's have a look at the lap times. Actually, we weren't the quickest. There's a few others that were faster than us in that race looking at the lap time. So we're not going to get the bonus point for the lap. We're just going to have to move into the next round and hopefully we can keep up this championship challenge. Right guys, so we're sitting at the top of the championship after that race, after 3 rounds. So we're 7 points in the lead, but that is still very, very close. So we move on to Italy for round 4 and we've got Monza short. This should be really interesting, so let's get straight into it. Right, let's see what sort of time we get here. The fastest time is 55 seconds. We're going to be nowhere near that. And we hit a 58. Oh, for God's sake, man. We're way off the pace. It looks like we're going to have to settle for last position in this qualifying session. I can't see us pushing that much more. We might be able to go maybe a second quicker. Let's try and use these two for slipstream. I think that's what it is, guys. In some of these sessions, if your temperature on your tyres isn't up and you don't use as much slipstream and that from other cars on the track, it's very hard to get the fastest times. But let's see if we can improve on that last lap, and then we might just have to take that time. Let's just see if we can just hold it around this turn. Good, nicely done. Yes, we got the inside of that one. Right, let's try and use this one for slipstream. And he's going really nice and tight in, but I think he's going into the pits. So I'm not going to follow him into the pits. Oh God, that could have been funny and a big mistake. Right, let's see what sort of time we get here. Is this a massive improvement? 57.2. I think we're going to have to take that, guys. I can't see us going any quicker. Right guys, so we got to the end of the session and I didn't improve on my time, and we're going to start at the back of the grid. I tried really hard to push that car around that circuit, but I just could not find the speed. So we're just going to have to go into it and just see if we can finish in the best place possible and keep up our title challenge here. Let's get straight into it. Right, let's get straight into this. So this is round 4 or 5 around Monza in Italy. Let's see if we can get a good start here. So we've put it in first gear and put our foot down as soon as it goes green. That seems to work really nicely to get a good start, and we should be able to take a couple of places. Oh God, it tried to put me off there. Let's just try and weave our way through. We're trying to take as many places as we can. Right, let's try and be good around this corner. So we're up to P5. That's not a bad start. That's a better start than I could have expected. And let's just try and keep it nice and tight through here. Just try and stay off the grass, and we managed to hold it. Oh, nicely done. And we've got a bit of slipstream here as well, and we should be able to take that place as well, and that should put us into P3 if we can just get past him before that difficult right hand turn. Yes, I think we're going to get past him. Oh, he's still there though. Can we just get... Oh, we're all clear now. Awesome. Right, just trying to hold it into this turn. Oh, he's coming side by side. Oh, we almost locked wheels there. That could have been a really difficult situation to get out of, but I managed just to hold on, and we've managed to get away from him, and we're sitting in P3. Now, I'm not sure whether this is going to be a good position to finish in going into the final round. The points are very, very close. There's only 7 points between me and second place, so we can't afford to drop too many points. Right, trying to hold it into this turn. This is a very difficult one. Let's slow it down, and oh God, just trying to hold it nice and quick through there, just trying to not back off too much. Let's just try and use their slipstream through here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yes, that was nicely done, and we got through there pretty decent. So we managed to just get a nice drive through there, and hopefully we should be able to take another place. This is looking good at the moment on lap 2, and hopefully we can do the same again. Can we get clear of him before we get into the turn? He's still sitting there, and hopefully he won't come. Oh God, there you go. Oh my flipping dear Lord, how the hell did he miss me there? That was really, really close. But just managed to just get out of that. I don't know how I managed to do that, but there you go. We managed to still take the place, but that was very, very close. Right, so we go into lap 3. and we are sitting in second place. I'm not sure whether we're going to have it in us to take first, but if he makes a mistake, I'm going to be right there, and we've got a little bit wider into that turn. That's cost us a little bit of pace, and we don't want the car behind catching up with us, so we've got to try and, oh God, really try to get tight line there, and the back end of the car's swaying everywhere, but we managed just to hold it. Now we need to just hold it. Can we get a little bit of slipstream off him? We need to get a bit closer going into that final lap. We've got to take a chance of getting past him. I don't think we're going to get past him in this turn. He's going to get a nice tight line. Is he going to turn in tight? Yes, he is. He's not going to have none of that. And oh God, we've gone really, really wide in that. We really hesitated into that turn, and that's really cost us. Right, so we're going to go straight into this final lap, sitting in second place. Can we push for a win here? Can we take the initiative and get a really good position in this championship? It's not going to be easy. This is the guy sitting in second in the lead in this race, so we've got to get in front of him. We want to get more points than him. We're going to go up the inside. Oh God, are we going to get through? I think we just managed to slip through. Yes, we do. Oh, fantastic. We're into the lead, but we've got to hold on to it. There's no point celebrating just yet. There's still a long way to go, and just try and hold it through there. He's probably going to gain loads of slipstream off me, but no, he didn't. He got right through that turn really slow, and I've managed just to break free a little bit, so this has given us a good opportunity just to take a nice gentle run around this last corner and make sure we get the maximum points in this race. And I'll tell you what, after qualifying I was really worrying about this one, but it looks like after a bit of good manoeuvres in the race, we've come out on top, and it looks like we're going to take the maximum points. I am so chuffed. So we move on to the final round, guys. So where do we go for the final round? I have got no idea. Is it going to be really difficult, or is it going to be another circuit we're going to dominate? We don't know, but let's get over the finish line and we take the win. And do we get the fastest lap? I think we do. So it looks like we're going to get the bonus point as well. Oh, that really is good. Let's get into the next round, guys. So here we go. Actually, fourth place got the fastest lap. I didn't realise that, guys. So we didn't get the bonus point, and in the championship with 10 points in the lead going into that final round. Oh, things could get really interesting. Right, so here we go with round 5 of the European Championship. We're sitting 10 points in the lead in this championship, and we go into the race in Austria around the Red Bull Ring National. Let's get straight into the qualifying and see if we can finish on top. So here we go. Right, so that's our sighting lap done. Let's try and set a hot lap. Now, we really need to get a good qualifying spot. We're only 10 points in the lead in this championship, so it's still up for grabs, and we don't want to lose out on this championship. So getting a good spot in qualifying would really, really help, but we've got no idea how fast the AI are going to be around this circuit, so we're going to just have to try and push as much as we can. Now, these corners on this circuit, the first one and the last one, can be very, very challenging, so it's just a matter of trying to nail the corners and hopefully come out on top. But let's see what sort of time. So we're definitely losing pace with the car in front, so it definitely looks like we're going to struggle on this one. But let's just try and hold it. I hate this corner as well. It always throws me out. Right, let's try and get nice and tight. Oh God, don't have the grip, and it really pulled me out left there. Right, hold it this last corner. Try and stay off the curb. Well, that wasn't too bad. But yeah, those corners, I'm going to have to nail them and try and not get a penalty as well. Right, so that's our first lap out the way, and we hit a 59.6. I've got no idea how... oh, God, that's gone down the order already. So that's definitely not going to be very quick, but we'll just carry on going and see where we end up. Right, so we finished last in that qualifying session. This is going to be a challenging race, so we're going to get straight into it and just hope for the best. Right, so here we go with the 5th and final round of this European Championship in Austria around the Red Bull Ring National. Let's get straight into this race, and we've just got to go from it from the start, guys. I don't know where we're going to end up, but if we can get the top 3, we might be able to clinch this championship. So let's see if we can get a good start. Right, we've got it in first gear, and there we go. Put our foot down. We need to take a few places in this first corner and try and stay out of any trouble. Hopefully we won't get smashed. And we're taking a couple of places. Right, slow it down. Let's just try and line it up through here. Oh God, avoided that car. Can we squeeze through? Yes, we do. We managed to get through. Can we take another place? Oh, awesome. So we've taken a few places already. So that's the sort of start we needed. And we just got to stick with the cars that are going to set the pace. Right, let's just try and hold it. Oh, God, just touched the curb slightly there. That just threw me out. Let's just try and stick with this car in front and try and use his slipstream. And I think the car behind us is just gaining on us, so we're definitely not on the pace here. Just trying to get nice and tight into that turn. It's definitely a very, very difficult circuit. I mean, these corners are so tough. You've got to be so careful. And luckily, I think I know just about as much as I can get away with without getting a penalty around that last turn. So we've just got to try and be as good through there as well. Let's see if we can just close in on these three. Let's see how they are into this first turn. And oh God, they got through there pretty smooth. So they're not going to, doesn't look like they're going to give me any gifts. So I'm going to have to earn the right to win this championship. I didn't work out the points to what position I need to win the championship, but let's be straight. We're not going to get the fastest lap, so we're not going to get that bonus point, and I don't think we're going to win. So I think if we can get third place, fingers crossed that will be enough points. I mean, with a 10-point lead, I think it may be, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Right, let's just try and hold it through there. Oh God, I hesitated. That's going to cost us onto the curb. Please don't give me a penalty. Right into this turn. And that just cost us a bit of time. So we've just lost a little pace on the cars in front. And it's going to be really tough to catch up. But we have got an extra lap in this race. So this race is 5 laps rather than 4 because it's quite short. So hopefully we can just gain a little bit of time. And hopefully get another place. Again, didn't go into there too well, but managed to hold it firm. We've pulled away from the cars behind, which is good, so it looks like we're at least finishing 4th, but we want to push for a better position than that. Right, that's not too bad, and we've closed in through there. Oh, that is nice. Right, we're in his slipstream now. Let's just wait for an opportunity and see if we can get past, if we can, and just try and get a little bit of slipstream. And hopefully we can get past, but we've got to sort of hope that they go a little bit slower in some of these turns so we can get a nice clean passes. And that's not too bad through there. Again, just trying to hold it. Again, hesitated onto the curb, and that's going to cost us again. Just when I've got slow. I've been told that I need to slow down. It's because we went off circuit. I need to try not to get a penalty. If we get a penalty, it might even end up really being a horrible result, and we could really lose the championship here in Austria, and we don't want to be doing that. Right, so let's just try and keep it a little bit smoother this time, staying off those curbs. Right, full flat, we need a reaction here. Oh God, really onto the curb there, trying to hold the speed. I'm trying to push this car as much as I can, but I just don't have the pace. Now, I didn't alter the gearing or anything like that. I could have done a little bit more in that qualifying session just to improve the car, but I'm trying just to use them on their default setups. I don't want to do any setups just yet, but I will do eventually, probably not on this car. And again, just been thrown out onto the left. Right, let's try and get that last corner. Well, that wasn't too bad, got a good drive through there, and hopefully we can just gain on them. But we've got one more lap to go. We've got to hope for a chance to get past these cars. We did really well on that last lap in this first sector. Let's see if we can do that again. Right, we're catching, we're going on the outside here. Oh, we just caught the curb. Oops! Oh, damn, I just caught his wheel and flipped him over, I think. I didn't mean to do that. I tried to avoid him as he caught the curb and went straight into my lane, but well, that happens. I didn't intentionally mean to do that, but we are fastest at that sector, so something good's come out of it, and we're into 3rd place. But yeah, I tried to avoid him. As soon as he went over that curb, I thought he might have got thrown out a bit, because the AI just seem to push their luck sometimes through some of these corners. Right, let's try and nail this last turn and just hopefully finish in 3rd. And is it going to be enough to take the championship? We're going to find out. Oh God, really struggled through there. And oh, we got another slowed down, and I think we're probably going to get a penalty here. Yes, we are. I thought we might get one eventually, and we finish in 3rd place. But is that enough to take the championship though, guys? That is the thing. It's all down to this. And I think we hit a 58-second lap in that race as well, so we definitely improved. And who got the fastest lap? Well, I didn't. Gary Brown. And yes, we took the championship by 4 points. Unbelievable. That was very, very close. What a championship that was. I'll tell you what, it was tough. Extremely tough. But I will take that. So we take our second championship in this career series and we move on to the next one. Right, so we move into the next championship, guys, and we move on to the Ginetta Juniors. I think they're the next ones in Tier 6. Yes, they are, and that's what we're going to be tackling in the next episode. But what I might do in the next episode, guys, is I might split up some of the videos so they're slightly shorter, because this has been one hell of an episode, and it'd be a lot better if I split them up into shorter videos and try and get more videos out there for you. But this will be the car that I'm going to be racing in the next series, and hopefully it'll be another good series, because that last one was good, and we've got to do 2 UK championships in the Ginettas. That should be awesome, so we're going to get straight into that in the next episode. Please hit that like button, please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you soon for some more Project Cars 2 here on this channel. Thank you and goodbye.